see. There's All Saints, of course, and All Saints is a nice name to have because people really can feel like they are saints. It's a community of saints. You can see that identity taking place. It's a good one to have. So that brings me to the Ascension. Since I have been here, I've been puzzling about what this image of the Ascension, what bearing it has on the life of the people of Ascension. How does the identity of this congregation get shaped by the Ascension? Because, let's be honest, it's not an easy one. I mean, if you're the Church of the Resurrection, oh, of course, that's great. We all believe in the resurrection, and we can go around and we can say, oh, it's Christ is rising here and here and here, and there's something to be gotten out of that name, Christ of resurrection, or the Nativity, or even Epiphany, for Pete's sake. Epiphany, you've got the little baby thing and the wise men. You can make a lot out of that, but you've also got the idea of epiphanies always happening, and Christ always coming in new guises and stuff like that. Those are powerful images, and what we have at Ascension is the image of Jesus going away. He's in this beautiful window, which I love. He's waving goodbye. Or as Gene Field showed us last year, I think in the bulletin, the great image of the Ascension is 2 feet disappearing into a cloud. And when you're called by, you see the problem. The problem is Jesus is going away. We are the community of the people of Jesus going away. So what are we going to do with that? Well, of course, the answer to this lies in the story itself. And for one thing, we might say is, isn't it great that we can be associated with Jesus going away? Because that is such a common experience for people. I mean, we are in the heart of living when we acknowledge that Jesus does go away. And we can be with others for whom Jesus has gone away. That is such a privilege for us. It's not a little band-aid we can put on by saying, oh, there'll be a resurrection, or something like that, or the Holy Spirit will come. It's not a band-aid. It's Jesus is gone, and we can be with all those people for whom Jesus is gone. But the key to it lies in the story that we heard from Acts. When Jesus ascends, he blesses them, and then ascends, and then these 2 figures in white appear and say, people of Galilee, why are you standing there looking up into the clouds? Go back. Jesus will come again, just as you've seen him go. And so those disciples, they go back into Jerusalem, and we're told in those early chapters of Acts that they spend their time in prayer, and they spend their time in building a sense of community among themselves. And they spend their time in creating the diaconate as a way of serving others. And they spend their time in expectation. Their life is, of course, one of remembrance. It's remembering the Christ they already know. They are remembering the story of all of his teaching and death and resurrection. They remember, but they do not remember just for the sake of remembering. They remember because it's the remembrance that feeds their sense of expectation and hope about what's about to happen in their lives. They are to be a community of remembrance. They are to build a sense of community and serve the world in his name, all with that sense that Christ is just on the verge of being here. Just there. And that's the great calling of the people of Ascension, this community of ours. We're blessed by knowing Jesus' absence. And we're blessed by knowing that his presence has been and will be. And that frees us to be a community of love and of remembrance and of hope.